Hindi ko maintindihan yung lesson.
Pre, nakasimangot ka na naman. Ano ba yan? Yun di ba yung ano natin kanina? Yung sa baskal natin kanina? Yun problema mo yan, pre. Bakit? Ano bang problema dyan, pre? Di mo makuha. Madali lang yan, pre. Alam mo ba, pre, may ginamit ako, pre. Maganda to, pre. Alam mo ba yung Rascal? Ano yun, pre? Bagong teknolohiya yun, pre. Human calculator, pre. Alam mo ba nagagawa niya? Pre, kaya niyang isolve yan within 5 seconds, pre. At ang maganda din, pre, meron siyang pre. Meron siyang mga explanations and formulas. Tapos pwede mong tanong sa kanya kung paano niya na-solve yun. At sasabihin niya sa'yo agad. Pre, papairam ko sa'yo yun, pre. Promise. Kunin ko lang, ha? Sige. Pre! To the show!
Nung may paglilingkod ko.
Kasing new lesson, hindi ko maintindihan kung paano i-solve.
Okay, first, let's find the board so I can visually show you how to solve this problem. Now that we have found the board, I can now visually show you how to solve.
We will be giving 3 different examples for each differentiation of formulas.
Now let us understand the derivative of a constant. The formula of derivative of a constant is derivative of constant is equals to 0. Now basically, everything that is constant is equals to 0. Example for derivative of 8 is equals to 0. And derivative of negative 3 is equals 0. And the derivative of 9 is equals 0 because they are constant. Now let's move to derivative of a power. The formula for derivative of a power is this. For our first example, we have x raised to the power of 4.
We will bring down the exponent beside the x and subtract the exponent by 1, and the answer will be 4x raised to 3. Same goes with the example number 2. The answer will be negative 5x raised to negative 6. Same goes with example number 3. The answer will be 8x raised to 7.
Let us now move on to derivative of a product. The formula of derivative of a product is derivative of f of x times g of x equals f of x times derivative of g of x plus g of x times derivative of f of x. For our first example, we have 3x raised to 2 plus 1 minus 5x minus 1. Firstly, let us solve the derivative of f of x and derivative of g of x.
Firstly, let's find the derivative of f of x. We will multiply the exponent by 3 and subtract the exponent by 1. And our answer will be 6x. The positive 1 is not included due to the constant rule. And now let's find the derivative of g of x. We will multiply the invisible exponent 1 by negative 5, and our answer will be negative 5. The negative 1 is not included due to the constant rule.
Now that we have found the answers for derivative of f of x and g of x, we will now proceed the formula of derivative of a product. We will now answer this by multiplying 3x raised to 2 by negative 5 and negative 5 multiplied by 6x. Now that we have multiplied it, we can now combine the like terms. And this is our final answer. Let us now proceed to example number 2. Just like we did to example number 1, we will find the derivatives of f of x and then multiply it and then combine the like terms, and then this is our final answer, 2x squared plus 2. And then that goes the same with example number 3. We will find the derivatives of f of x and g of x and then multiply it and then combine the like terms, and then will be our final answer, 30x raised to 4 plus 12x raised to 2 plus 24x.
For derivative of a quotient, I'll take over because not all the times we can rely on AI. So, with derivative of a quotient, we have this formula over here. d of x of f of x over g of x equals to g of x times derivative of f of x minus f of x times derivative of g of x over g of x squared. Okay. So, we have this first example here. Okay? Ang una natin gagawin, hanapin natin kung saan yung f of x and yung g of x dito. So, makikita naman natin dito sa formula, yung f of x ay nasa numerator and the g of x is in the denominator. So, here in our example, we have the 4x here in the numerator. So, ayun ang ating f of x. And for the denominator, andito yung x plus 2. So, ito yung magiging g of x natin. So, pupunta naman tayo dito sa formula and gagawin na natin ito. Sabi sa formula, yung g of x ilalagay natin dito sa taas. So, ang g of x natin is here, x plus 2. So, ilalagay natin yung x plus 2 dito. And, ita-times natin sa derivative of f of x. So, paano nga ba makuha yung derivative ng f of x? F of x. So, dun sa constant rule, ang f of x, diba, dito, meron siyang invisible 1 dito. So, 1 times 4 is equals to 4. And minus siya ng 1 dito, at tatanggal itong x din. So, magiging derivative of f of x natin is 4 lang. So, susulat natin yung f of x dito. Derivative of f of x. Then, minus natin siya dito sa f of x pa rin, which is 4x. Then, let's times it to derivative of g of x, which is parang ganun din. Paano nga ba kukunin yung derivative of g of x? Ganun pa rin. X plus 2. So, sa constant din, kapag ang constant is 2, tatanggalin na natin siya kasi equal siya sa 0. So, ito naman ang x, meron siya dito 1. So, mapupunta siya sa harap. So, magiging ano natin, derivative of g of x natin is 1. And kakopy lang natin yung g of x squared, which is x plus 2. X plus 2 squared. Just like that. And then, the next step is, we'll multiply it to the derivative of f of x. 4 times x is equals to 4x plus 4 times 2 is equals to 8 minus 1 times 4x is equals to 4x. Then let's copy the denominator. Just like that. As you can see, we have here the like terms sa sagot natin, which is yung 4x, no? So, paano nga ba natin simplify ang sagot natin? Simplify natin ang sagot natin by cancelling out yung magkaparehas, yung like terms. Just like that. And ang may iwan is 8. And just like that, bibring down lang natin yung denominator. So, magiging sagot natin is 8 over x plus 2 squared. So, we have here our second example. 4x squared plus 3 over 2x plus 5. Natulad na ginawa natin sa kabilang example, yung example 1, hinanap muna natin yung f of x and g of x and sinod natin ang kanilang derivative parehas. So dito, ginawa ko, kinuha ko na yung g of x at yung derivative of f of x. At katulad dito, kinuha ko rin ang f of x and derivative of g of x and over 2x plus 5 squared. Then here, dinistribute ko na siya ng multiply dito sa ating g of x, which is naging 16 kasi 8x times 2x is equals to 16 squared. Then 8x times 5 is equals 40x. And then dito naman is 4 times 2 is equals to 8x. And then times natin siya dito, which is 16x squared. Then 2 times 3 is equals to 6. And over 2x plus 5 squared. At may nakikita na naman tayong like terms, no? So, simplify ulit natin siya. Ika-cancel out natin ulit ang dalawang like terms. And may iwan yung 40x plus 6. So, ayan na. Nilagay ko na. And, bibring down lang ulit natin itong g of x squared. So, ito na magiging final answer natin. Para sa last example natin, example number 3. 4x plus 1 over 3x plus 3. So, kagaya ng ginawa natin dito sa example 1 at example 2, kinuha lang natin ang f of x natin at ang g of x and yung derivative nila dalawa. So, ito, ang g of x natin, times natin sa derivative of x minus sa f of x times derivative of g of x and over g of x squared. So, sinagutan natin at minultiply ito. 4 times 3x is equals to 12x. 4 times 3 is 12 minus 3 times 4x is 12x ulit, and 3 times 1 is equals to 3. And bring down lang ulit yung g of x squared. Then, ito na ang sagot natin. May like terms ulit, yung 12x. So, simplify natin yan by cancelling out this 12x. And then, matitira na lang ay ang 12 plus 3. So, sinulat natin dito at bringing down lang natin ang g of x squared. So, magiging final answer natin ngayon is 12 plus 3 over 3x plus 3 squared. Dito naman, Christian, sa derivative of a sum, meron tayong formula na derivative of f of x plus derivative of g of x. So dito naman sa example natin, kukunin natin yung mga derivatives nila. So dito, 3 times 5 is equals to 15. Tapos yung x, kukunin natin din. And then 3 minus 1 is equals to 2. Then dito naman, 4 times 3 is equals to 12. Kukunin ulit natin yung x. 4 minus 1 is equals to 3. Then 8x, ito naman, kukunin naman natin to. Meron siyang invisible 1, di ba? So magiging 8 na lang siya. Maka-cancel out yung x. Then, yung 6 magiging 0 kasi nga, constant siya. So ang magiging sagot natin dito is 15x squared minus 12x cubed plus 8, and di na natin sasama yung 0. So, ang final answer natin is 15x squared minus 12x cubed plus 8. I will give you another example, Christian. Sa example 2, meron tayong x to the raised of 5 minus 5x raised to 7 plus 8x raised to 3 minus 6x plus 4. So, gagawin natin dito is kukunin natin ang mga derivatives ulit nila, no? So, ano ba derivative neto? Mapupunta lang itong 5 sa harapan ng x. And then, magmaminus tayo ng 1 kay 5. So, magiging 4 yan. Minus 5 times 7 is 35. Then, x. Maminus na ulit natin siya ng 1. Value 6. Plus, 3 times 8. 3 times 8 is equals to 24. X. Maminus na ulit natin na siya. Magiging 2 na lang siya. So, dito naman, ganun pa din. Tatanggalin lang natin to kasi meron siyang invisible 1 eh. 1 times 6 is equals to 6. And tatanggalin natin 6 plus 0. Kasi constant siya. So, magiging final answer natin dyan is 5x raised to 4 minus 35x raised to power 6 plus 24x squared minus 6. Wala na ulit yung 0 kasi constant siya.
Pwede isang example ba?
Sure, pwede naman. Para mas mag-gets mo, no? So, dito na tayo sa example 3 na 7x squared plus x raised to 5 minus 3x squared plus 3. So, gagawin natin, hahanapin lang natin yun. Yung derivatives nila ulit. So, 7 times 2 is equals to 14. Kukunin natin yung x ulit. Plus, yung x, yung 5 natin, lilipat na natin sa harap ng x. So, magiging 5x, tapos mabawasan natin ng 1, so magiging 4. So, dito naman, 3 times 2 is equals to 6. And mababawasan ng 1, ito ay magiging x lang. Tapos ito, kasi constant siya. So, kung mapapansin mo, meron tayong like terms dito, yung 14x and yung 6x, negative 6x. So, ang mangyayari dyan, pag-add natin sila, magiging 8x. Tapos kukunin ulit natin ito, bibring down natin yung 5x to the raise of 4, and then, ayan na. Kaso, mas mataas tong 5x to the raise of 4. So, ang gagawin natin, lilipat natin siya dito. So, magiging sagot natin dito ay 5 to the power of 4 plus 8x. So, ang final answer natin is 5x raised to 4 plus 8x. Christian, ito naman ang sa derivative of a multiple constant. O dali lang to. Ito lang ang formula natin, napaka-easy lang, no? So ito ang first example natin, 5x to the power of 3. So ang gagawin natin dyan is 5, then itong 3, haharap lang natin sa kanya. And then yung x. Tapos yung 3, minusan natin ng 1. So magiging sagot natin dyan is 15x squared. Ayan lang. Ganun lang kadali. So ito naman ang ating example number 2. 6x to the power of negative 3. No? So ganoon lang din. 6, tapos iharap mo yung number negative 3, and then yung x, tapos maminusan natin yung negative 3 ng 1. So magiging sagot natin dyan is 18, negative 18x, tapos maminusan natin yung 3 ng 1. So negative siya, ay magiging negative 4 siya. So yan na ang ating final answer. Then dito naman sa ating example number 3 is 3x to the power of 5. Ganun lang din. 3 times 5 tapos yung x, and then 5 minus 1. 3 times 5 is 15. Then 5 minus 1 is 4. So ganun lang kadali makuha ang ating sagot. So yun, para yun yung topic natin sa Pascal. So tinuro ko na sa'yo. So gets mo na ba?
Oo, naiintindihan ko na.
Pero pre, papaalala ko lang sa'yo. Huwag tayo masyadong kakasa sa AI kasi pangit din yan. Kasi syempre, pag umasa tayo dun, paano tayo matututo kung puro lang tayo asa sa AI? Syempre, sila na magsasagot. Paano natin malalaman kung paano isolve yung bagay na yan? Diba? So, yan.
Sige, ako na mag-isolve sa akin.
O yan, tama yan pre. Nag-gets mo naman din eh. So, yan, kaya mo na yan pre, no?